Fight, or freeze. Why do we react the way we do? Okay. All right, you guys, welcome to the live. Wait, welcome to Trauma Talks Live today, you guys. All right. All right. We didn't get a chance to make it yesterday on our Monday live, but you know what? We are not playing around. We will make it. We will make it this week. We made it today. We made it today. Okay. So I'm Crystal Booth, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm so happy to be here. All right, so yeah, let's get into it, you guys. Hopefully, you guys have something to drink. You got your dinner ready. It's 5:30. You should be, winding down for the evening and starting to, or getting off work in some cases and tuning in. All right, so this is our weekly live on Trauma Talks, and guess what, you guys? We're going deeper. This is the next 7 days of our 26 day. I guess you could call it a marathon. I don't know what you want to call it, but yes. Okay. So we have to do it. This is 2026. Okay. We got to change. We got to get out of this 2026 what we need to get. And in order to do that, we have to heal, you guys. In order to do that, we have to transform. We have to let go of the old identities. Okay? All right, that we've been carrying for so long, you guys. So let's get into it, okay? All right, welcome, welcome, you guys, okay? So before we talk about reactions and things like that, because, fight, flight, freeze, or even the fawn mode, those are all reactions, you guys. Those are all reactions to guess what? In a lot of cases, trauma, okay? In a lot of cases, trauma, because your nervous system needs to learn. It needs to learn how to sit back, how to get back into alignment so that your nervous system is working with you, not against you. Okay. So I want you guys to, and I'm going to do it. I'm even going to take my shoes off. Okay. Take your shoes off, put your feet flat on the ground. Okay. We're getting ready to do our exercises, you guys. I'm so happy. Okay, so take off your shoes. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. All right, sit your feet flat on the ground. All right, get ready. Okay, put your hands on your chest if you can. All right, we gotta get grounded before we do this work, you guys. You can't do this work without being grounded. Are you kidding me? Definitely not. Okay. All right. Definitely not. Okay. So I want you to put your hand on your chest. Inhale, two, Okay. We're back. All right. All right. We fighting for this one. Okay. This is what we just gotta fight for it. Okay. All right. So welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, all right, to Trauma Talks. All right. So we gotta put our feet flat on the ground, you guys. As I was saying before, I got so rudely interrupted. Okay. Yeah, I'm live. Okay. So thank you guys. All right. Welcome back to Drama Talks. Okay. Sit your feet flat on the ground, your hands on the chest. Okay. And we're going to breathe. 2, 3, 4. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay. Feet flat on the ground. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, do it again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let your body settle into that. Okay, now say this, you guys, say this. Okay, my reactions are not random. Okay, my reactions are not random. Okay, right? My reactions are not random. Yes, all right. My nervous system is trying to protect me. Okay? My nervous system is trying to protect me. All right? My reactions are not random. Say that to your nervous system. My nervous system is trying to protect me. Most people believe, I overreact. I'm too emotional. I have anger issues. I'm just anxious. That's what a lot of people say. That's what a lot of people say about us. But guess what? My nervous system is trying to protect me. Okay? Because shame is never, ever, ever going to put you in the lineup for healing. No, it's not. It's never going to do that, you guys. All right. So, all right. So I want to challenge this though. I want to challenge this. You don't have anger issues. No, that's not what you have. You have a nervous system that's trying to protect you. Okay. Do you understand that now? I know I've said it a lot today, but I really want to shift this for you once and for all. Okay. So if you guys just logging on, just say live. Okay. This is Trauma Talks with Crystal Boo. We're doing 26 days. You guys, 26 days. We're going live on Trauma Talks because we're getting ready for 2026 to really have our breakthrough moment this year. Okay. By the end of the year, we're going to have our breakthrough moment. Yeah. Why? Because we're doing the work. Okay, we are aligning. We're aligning our nervous systems to receive what God has already ordained for our year. Okay, so if you're ready to go with us and finish this course, we've already done 7 days. This will be our 8th day of 26 weeks of going live. Okay, on Trauma Talks. Okay, I just want you to understand you don't have an anxiety problem. Okay, you have a body that doesn't feel safe slowing down. Okay, that your body is reacting. Okay, you're not lazy. You're experiencing shutdown. Yeah, you're experiencing shutdown. Okay, the nervous system is shutting down. Okay, all right, and that's what your nervous system has to do. Okay, so your behavior is not the problem. Your behavior is just a reaction to what's going on in your nervous system. So your behavior is not the problem. Your nervous system is responding to something. You guys, all right. You got to keep that in mind. All right. Your nervous system has 3 primary survival modes. Okay. We sort of talked about that at the beginning: fight, flight, or freeze response. Okay. This is when your body says, I need control to feel safe. Okay. Think about it. Think about all those controlling relationships you've seen in the past. Well, a lot of the times what those people are controlling is because they're trying to gain safety. They're trying to feel safe with the person that they're with, and they don't feel safe. So they go into what? Fight mode. Or in some cases, They don't feel safe, so they go into flight mode. In some cases, they're trying to control, they go into freeze mode. Okay? These are ways that the body is trying to figure out a way to feel safe. And it's not necessarily something that the other person might be doing. Sometimes it's just the way their nervous system was wired for danger, the type of danger that that nervous system has seen in the past. So they get around you, and guess what? They go into one of their fight, flight, or freeze mode. They go into one of their trauma reactions. Okay. All right. So it looks like anger a lot of the times. It looks like irritability, defensiveness, protection, or control. But it's for them, it's safety. For you, it's safety. So let's get rid of all the shame for this. And let's really talk about this so that you really understand it. Okay? All right. So psychologically, let's get into that, you guys. All right, let's get into that. Fight develops when you learn if I don't take control, I'll get hurt. If I don't take control, I'll get hurt. That's what the nervous system is telling that person. That's what the nervous system is telling you. Okay? So, psychologically, the person feels like they are not safe. And if they don't take control, they're going to be in danger. Okay? They're going to be in a lot of danger, okay? So let's get into the neuroscience of this. Adrenaline automatically in this nervous system is going to increase, you guys. The heart rate is going to rise. The muscles are going to go become tense. Your body is going to compare this prepare for discomfort essentially, or it's trying to prepare for comfort, but your body is feeling this uncomfortable, okay? All right? So at that moment, you're going to feel that, you know, kind of a signal that something's happening there inside your body that you don't feel safe. And that's when you're going to end up going into one of these modes, fight, flight, or freeze mode. Okay. This is when your body says, I need to escape to feel safe. All right. That's what. Let's pick which one are you? I want you to put it in the comments. Which one are you? Are you the fight? Are you the flight? Or are you the freeze? Or are you the one that is the fawn? And we'll get into that lesser known trauma response freeze. I mean, excuse me, not freeze, fawn mode. Okay, we'll get into that later. But I don't want to. I just want to stick right here with fight. Okay, flight. It looks like anxiety. Flight looks like anxiety. So if you feel yourself a lot of times feeling anxious and you're wondering why you feel anxious, okay, tune into your body at this point. Don't try to tune out of it. Overthinking sometimes, okay, overworking, avoidance, busyness, yes, all of that, okay? What's happening psychologically in this mode? Fight, flight, excuse me, develops when stillness felt unsafe. Okay? When stillness felt unsafe. That's what's happening psychologically. Okay? Something's going on in that environment that makes the person feel like they're unsafe for whatever reason. Maybe it's stillness, maybe it's something going on, maybe someone is doing something. Sometimes that's how it happens for people, okay? So let's get into the neuroscience of this, okay? Of the flight mode, okay? The cortisol increases, dopamine attaches to productivity. So this is a person who's dealing with burnout. They likely feel like stillness feels unsafe. I got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. I got to be productive. Okay? You stay in motion to avoid the discomfort. It's actually just uncomfortable for you to feel still. You feel like you have to constantly be doing something. Okay? You stay in motion to avoid the discomfort. Okay? Imagine that. So let's get into the freeze mode. Okay? You guys, all right? Let's get into the freeze. This is when your body says, I can't win. I shut down. I can't win. I shut down. Okay. It looks like procrastination. You see, those are the people who, that's their trauma response. They don't do more, they do less. They shut down. Numbness, brain fog, low energy, disconnection. Put in the comments if you freeze. I would say that I'm more flight, more flight. Okay. All right. So and more flight. Are you freeze mode? Put that in the comments, okay? I can't win, I shut down. If that's you, if you find yourself procrastinating, numb, brain fog, no wonder you're not getting anywhere in 2026. You're not going to get anywhere because you go into brain fog. You have low energy. You disconnect from your body. For you, it's freeze. You shut down. You can't do anything. All right? When you feel danger, this is when you feel danger. When you feel you can't control a situation, okay? So psychologically, and freeze mode develops when you felt overwhelmed or powerless. When you hit that overwhelming powerless feeling, this is what's going to come up, okay? So let's get into the neuroscience of this. Your nervous system drops into the dorsal vagal shutdown, all right? Energy decreases, motivation, yeah, energy decreases, motivation decreases, okay? So both motivation decreases and your energy is going to decrease in this mode. Your nervous system drops into dorsal vagal shutdown, okay? All right, so you're not choosing these responses, okay? Your body is choosing them. You're not choosing these responses. Your body's choosing them, okay? All right, so does it make sense? So now here's why this changes everything, okay? This is why this changes everything, all right? You've been trying to fix the behavior. A lot of people are trying to fix their behavior instead of fixing the root causes of their behavior. Okay? And that's what we do here on Trauma Talks. That's what we do here at Wings of the Future. We help you to deal with the root causes of the problem rather than just, dealing with the behavior. And then you go back into the behavior again and again. And then you start to feel like, guilt and shame and all these feelings, which further, separate you from healing. Okay. All right. So now let's get into this. Why does this matter? Why am I even talking about this? Why am I talking about fight, flight, or freeze mode? Okay. All right. Why am I talking about this? Okay. So we talked about fight. When your body, I needed to control to feel safe. So you think you're the person that you always feel like you need to control to feel safe? You are operating in fight mode, okay? Just to review, flight mode, the people typically they need to escape to feel safe. Okay? All right? So they're trying to come out of their bodies. They're trying to disassociate. They need to just come out of it. So that's the people who are flight mode. I think I'm probably more of a flight mode person. Just put in the comments which one you are, okay? And then we have the ones that are in freeze mode. That's their response, okay? I can't win. I shut down. Those are the people who just freeze. Okay. And some of us have a mixture of it. Don't think that can't happen either. Okay. So, all right. So this is the last one is, like I said, the nervous system. The ones who just freeze, nervous system drops into the dorsal vagal shutdown. And you're thinking, why is this person procrastinating? Why is this person not get things done? Their energy, they lose all energy and motivation just decreases and they just give up. Okay. So you're not choosing these responses, you guys. Your body is choosing them. So you can let go of the shame, okay? Now here's why all of this it matters, okay? Because you're like, why does it matter, Crystal? I'm going to tell you why. You've been trying to fix behavior, you guys, without understanding the system behind the behavior, okay? You've been saying to yourself, I need more discipline, okay? But your body is saying, I need more safety, okay? All right? The flight people, they just keep going. All right? The fight people, control. They got to control everything around them. Okay? That's the fight mode people. Freeze, they don't do anything. They're just stuck. Okay? All right? Your body is saying something about all this. Okay? I need safety. So let's not talk about what you're doing. Let's talk about why you're doing it. There's a reason why you're doing this, okay? You cannot discipline a nervous system into regulation. You can't do that. That doesn't work that way. You can only create safety for that nervous system, okay? So this is why you know better, but you still react the same way. You still keep doing the same things. And then you feel shameful or guilty about doing it because you're not in your thinking brain at this point. Remember, at that point, you've already left. Remember, if you're in any of these modes, fight, flight, or freeze, you've already left the prefrontal cortex and you're in the amygdala. You're in the fear center part of the brain. You're no longer in the part of the brain that even can control what you're doing. Okay? All right? You're in the survival brain. Okay? So now we're going to shift this, you guys. Hey, I don't want to give you a problem without helping you to get back into the part of the brain you need to be in, which is the prefrontal cortex, because that's where all the cool stuff happens. Okay. All right. So place your hand on your chest and we're going to do this, you guys. All right. Think of a recent reaction where you were in the fight, flight, or freeze response. And maybe I'll check with you on the fawn response later. But let's just do the fight, flight, or freeze right now. Okay. Now, instead of judging yourself, instead of going into shame, instead of going into guilt, okay, or any of those types of things, judgment, say, it makes sense. My body reacted this way. It makes sense that my body reacted this way. Okay. Again, it makes sense my body reacted this way and went into flight mode. I didn't know what to do. It makes sense my body went into flight mode. You see why I wanted you to put in live in the comments which one you were? Because you got to know which one you are so you can speak to that trauma response, to that, to that response to, feeling unsafe. In order for you to do that, you have to know which one it is. Okay. All right. And if it's more than one, let's start with the one that's the most heaviest that you do most, I guess you could say the most often. Okay. All right. So it makes sense. My body reacted and fled and went into flight. It makes sense. Notice what your nervous system is feeling when you do that. Okay. And I say I was trying to protect myself. Stay there for a minute. It makes sense. I was trying to protect myself. Breathe while you're saying it. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's happening. You're calming your amygdala. You're calming your amygdala. Okay, you're activating your prefrontal cortex. Because guess what? When you went into those modes, you left your prefrontal cortex. Now you're activating it again. You're teaching your body that you're safe now, body. You're safe. Nervous system, you're safe. Yeah. All right. Isn't that great, you guys? You're safe, okay? Tonight is all awareness. See why I wanted you to put it in the comments? It's just all about awareness, all right? Not change yet, okay? Just understanding, okay? Say this loud and clear. My nervous system is not my enemy. My nervous system is not my enemy. It's trying to protect me. My nervous system is trying to protect me from danger, from feeling unsafe. Okay, next go deeper. Okay, gotta go a little deeper. Okay, next we'll go deeper. Okay, next week we'll go deeper. We won't do it today because we run out of time, but we'll do it next week. Okay, we're breaking down each response individually. Why? Because we got to. We got to take our time with this. This is our nervous system. The whole point is that we need to slow down, okay? Because awareness is step one. Awareness is step one, you guys, okay? But regulation is what changes your life. So awareness is key, but regulation changes your life ultimately. So if this shifts something in you, if this awareness shifted something in you, then I will see you guys next week so that we can go into the full blown regulation part of this. Okay. So we're doing our next 7 days. Okay. Tune in. All right. Because this is going to be the part where we're going to really help you change this behavior once and for all. Aren't you tired of living your life the same way? Aren't you tired of, losing it and not being able to regulate and get back on track again? Just going, just burning yourself out. Okay. You can't, I'm putting something in the comments for you guys. Okay. It'll, check the comments tomorrow. I'll have it there for you. Okay. All right. So follow me on this page. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, do what you need to do because you know what? This isn't a game. This is your nervous system. And this is the thing that a lot of people are stuck with. Okay. They're going to therapy. They might even be seeing a coach. But if they're not regulating their nervous system, they're going to find themselves right back where they started. Okay. So this is a major, major piece to getting you unstuck. Okay, by getting your nervous system unstuck. So this particular next 7 days, please tune in, write notes, get your pen and pad ready, watch the video. We're going to put the replay up there. Watch the video about this, okay? Yeah, let me know. Reach out to me if you want an assessment, a free assessment. I'll give that to you, okay? But whatever you need to do, we can get you on calendar for that, okay? So thank you guys for joining me again on Trauma Talks, okay? All right, so I will see you next week, 5 o'clock on Monday, okay? All right. So thank you for joining us. Okay. Bye bye.